Another point to note is that the sand is disgusting. It's like a little cleaning wand. Look. Try not to get a mouthful of water like that.
Just rolled a video. So what does the title of the video actually mean? Well, when I'm saying how to save an aquascape, I'm sure you've all been in this situation where it's not quite going to plan, it's not looking how you wanted it to look, and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to scrap it. Well, in a minute, I'm just going to show you just how quickly and easily you can change it from looking terrible to amazing, like with not that much effort. Because I've been there in the past as well, where I've kept looking at a scape thinking, oh, this doesn't look good, this is not how I saw it, oh, I'm just going to scrap it, and then taking the whole lot out and starting again. Well, hopefully you'll see that that isn't needed, that you can just tweak a few things, add a few plants here and there, and you can be right back on track. So let's go. So let's go take a look at it. I just rolled a video.
Okay guys, I'm just going to jump straight in with this one because there's a lot to get through. So, the tank is not looking fantastic, I will admit that, but there's purpose in that. I've completely left it alone. Even when I've saw that it wasn't going perfect, I've just left it alone. So things to note, whatever Rotala I had here, I can't even remember what one it was now, came in its emerged form. It hasn't converted well. As you can see, some offshoots are coming out at the base there, but it's not doing great. I'm just going to pull that up and start again. But as always, the Limnophilia is king. Look at it. So supposedly he's a Rotala. It's sort of grouped in the same level as Limnophilia in terms of difficulty. But look at one, look at the other. And both of them were in their emerged form. So neither of them were taken from submerged state. They're just doing really, really well, the Limnophilia is. And to be fair, so is that Hygrophila. That's the Polysperma, and it's looking really good. Now, part of the reason I think that the Rotala in the middle here didn't do well is that there wasn't enough light getting through the duckweed. I've since then been scraping out a handful every day. Everything's started to show much better signs of improving. Another point to note is that the sand is disgusting. So we've got one snail in there. I think there's another ramshorn snail. There's not a lot going on snail-wise, and there's also not many shrimp, and that's what happens in a no-filter tank with sand when you don't have enough critters to look after it or feel. Oh, hello, here he comes into shot now. So with that being said, I'm just going to cut to a time-lapse of me just taking out those plants, vacuuming up the front, and then I'll explain to you what I've done afterwards. Right, that's looking good now, but there's no denying there's a massive gaping hole in the middle which I need to do something about. I've got some other plants I can trim off and put in, and I think I'm going to go with some Rotala Rotundifolia. I know it works. I've got some that's already converted. Part of me really wants to go for even more of the Limnophilia and just go all the way across, because you guys know how much I love it, but that would be a bit boring, I guess. So yeah, Rotala Rotundifolia, I'm going to go with that. Okay, I'm also stealing some of the Limnophila from Mushu's tank as well, because that's looking really, really lush and full on. I think that'll look really good in there. Right, I'm actually going to remove all of the duckweed. Shocking, I know, but hear me out. I use duckweed to make the light less harsh normally. Now these lights seem to be absolutely perfect for no duckweed, because the bottom tank, the last one I did, which you saw was the Dutch style one with no hardscape at all. Well, I didn't put any duckweed in that one because I just wanted to see what it did, and it's been 2 weeks now. There's not a spot of algae. It's crystal clear. The plants are going great, and even the reds are staying red. So I'm going to try this one now that it's established without any of the duckweed. See how it goes. If it gets any problems, you can always add it back in, or I can always add it back in. So I'll come up this way of just sticking a bit of airline tube just to the back of a paintbrush, and it works an absolute treat. It's like a little cleaning wand. Look. Try not to get a mouthful of water like that. Look, you can just point it exactly where you want to go, just my hand getting a little bit wet. That's perfect, look. You can clean everything, direct it. I don't have to go right in the water, get all the little nooks and crannies, full control. Sorry, Shrimpy. Oh! Yeah, I don't know, just maybe you guys have done that before, maybe not, but I just thought that was pretty neat, and why the hell I hadn't thought of it before. Okay, some of you might recognise this scape here. This is the Free Stones Aquascape, and believe it or not, there are free stones under there somewhere. I've let it get way too overgrown, but I just think it looks gorgeous, and I just can't bring myself to trim it. Obviously I'm going to do that, but that'll be another video, because I think it'd be quite interesting just seeing the transformation that this can make. But there's tons of adult shrimp in here, and there's tons of baby shrimp in here, so I'm going to remove the adults and move them over into that new tank as a shrimp only tank. I think they'll thrive more because there's 7 rice fish in here that obviously peck off babies, which is fine, that's all part of the system, but I want to move the adults now over to the shrimp only tank. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, then please consider hitting the subscribe button, because I have got tons and tons of stuff coming up, loads lined up for you. A few people have been messaging and commenting saying, oh, you need to slow down, you're going to run out of things to do. Trust me, I am not. I'm actually trying to get stuff done quicker so that I can clear the schedule for the stuff I've got planned coming later on, because it's going to be good, really good.
So I'm actually changing at some point soon some of the scapes in here that you see to make space for more things, for new things. I don't want to say too much because, you know, it spoils the surprise, but I'll click my Instagram there, hopefully. Click my Instagram because I put stuff up there quite regularly of stuff that's coming up before it does on YouTube, and I'm going to start sort of separating the two things so that they work independently, which I think will be quite good because then, you know, you can view both and enjoy both. Anyway, yeah, see you next time, guys. I've got another video coming out in a few days as well, so yeah, click subscribe. See you later. Click like.